Hey guys, welcome to this week's podcast.
It's Annika Vanderhook.
I'm Luke.
It's Sarah, and I'm Katie.
These are special guests, guys. You're supposed to go last.
Oh, no one. Can we restart?
No. Okay.
Oh.
Because I'm not stopping that.
Okay, so this week we're going to be talking about
Sports
injuries and, injuries in general.
And,
Basically all about Annika.
No.
Sorry to call you out.
No, okay, we'll start with your guys' injuries. And then we'll talk about, what we did to solve them. You know what I mean?
Okay. So, I don't have major. I was in cheer, and during a basket, I headbutted my friend Ava, who was basing with me, and my vision went blurry, and I continued with the routine until my coach had to turn off the music and have me step away from the mat. And then last day of nationals this past year, I sprained my ankle on the.
I thought you broke your foot.
No, I sprained it. It was almost a tear, though.
Wasn't it the day before?
It was the last day.
They gave you the boot for.
Yeah.
I just remember. I felt really bad.
Yeah, if we would have made it to the second day, I probably would have still performed, but it probably would have been worse.
You were, so.
Yeah.
I'm sorry now, I guess.
I had to go up the chemistry stairs every day with crutches.
You didn't take the elevator?
No, I didn't
No
get a
key?
key for the elevator. And then it was raining those 2 months, and I went to the bathroom and I slipped in a puddle, and some girl saw me and she's like, "You should sue
Did you
the
fall
school."
on the butt? Did you fall on your butt?
No, I fell forward.
How did you fall
It was
forward?
so embarrassing. And one of the supervisors was just sitting there watching me.
That's horrible.
It was really, really embarrassing. But yeah, I had a boot on for 3-4 months. Couldn't get my back handspring, so I didn't try out again. But yeah,
So,
it was
did
really
you do
bad.
physical therapy, or did you have to wait?
Yeah, I went to physical therapy, I think, for 3 weeks. I had 2 different boots because the first time I had to run to the ER, grab a boot, and then run back to the convention center because we had
Where were
awards.
you?
Oh, wait, no!
Wait,
I-
was this
Where were
USA?
you?
Yes, at USA.
God.
So I
USA.
sprained it, and then we had to wait for awards. So we ran down the stairs for awards, and we were running through the convention center. So that made it a little bit worse, and then I had to be escorted out by wheelchair. So then I had to go to urgent care because I could not walk on it. So I had to go to urgent care, get a boot, and then I went to the doctor a week later, and they're like, "Yeah, this boot is going to do nothing for you." So then I had to get a new boot. I still have it if someone needs the boot.
I also have a boot
And crutches. So then I had that boot for a while. But when I came back, because we were staying in the hotel, everyone was trying on my boot. It was really funny. It was funny but painful.
Yeah, so just physical therapy, and then did you just not?
Yeah,
What happened?
3 weeks of physical therapy. I was still in the boot, and then I had to weighing off a boot is so bad. I feel like I still walk funny, but that might just be
Really?
me.
Like a little water.
How long has
Yeah,
it
Like a year?
a year. Oh, a year. A year ago
Year ago
today.
today?
My year ago today memories is me at the bottom of the stairs and my crutches just dying.
Yeah.
But shout out Miss Fossey. She was a queen. She would let me out early so I could get down the stairs.
So
And
that
I
no
would
one
go
push you down.
I would go on my butt, and Ava,
No, you
Eleanor,
would not.
or Natalie would push me down on my butt. So I could get to class on time.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. But yeah, I had to weigh off the boot after 2 months, and that was really painful, getting my foot, because it was swollen for a month. I had to get it back into a shoe.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And then do you still sprain your ankle more? Is it weaker? Can you tell or no?
Yeah. That's why I think if I go on a walk, a long walk, I feel like I walk funny after a while.
Interesting.
Whoopsies.
Shout out Halo.
Oh,
My favorite
Halo.
dog. Okay, Sarah, your turn. Go to the mic.
I haven't really had a major injury before. I have tendonitis in both of my Achilles,
Ouch.
but I deal with it. Actually, no, I almost tore it in
Oh,
8th
did it
grade.
rupture?
I almost.
Were you-
It was really painful. I almost died. Yeah, I haven't had anything major. I've definitely pulled stuff, but not anything that bad. I've never broken a bone. Yeah.
too. Annika, let's go down. Oh,
No,
Luke.
Me.
Let's hear about yours.
Football.
I have a funny
Actually,
story
we didn't
about
even
this
have
one.
about
You have a funny.
About one of your injuries. But continue.
Which one?
Continue. Your
Go.
concussion.
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
Speak.
Yeah. So
Speak.
I've had a concussion, and I've torn my right hip flexor during baseball season. I lived
Freshman year.
freshman year. Yeah, missed 4 weeks because of it. Sure.
No, like. Keep
Oh,
going.
okay.
Like, keep
Um,
talking.
Yeah, I missed 4 weeks. It was low key super painful, and
Girl.
I'm sorry.
and I don't run the same anymore like I used to, and I kind of like have this like weird like way I run now. Like I can't like fully like get my hip around, so it's like when I run, it's just like weird, and
Yikes.
I have like a little waddle kind of.
I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, I have a little
We're
waddle.
gonna have to see you run after this.
Yeah.
We're
We're gonna add in a
Around
clip
the
of Luke
classroom.
He
running
runs
right
really
now.
fast though, so it's fine.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
It
okay.
didn't hinder his.
Your running ability.
Yeah, I can still run, guys.
How many concussions have you had?
One, just one,
Really?
just one.
That was really bad.
It was like for 2 days.
That was a rough
Wait,
2
what?
days.
What
Went
happened?
back. Yeah.
So,
let's get the
basically,
story.
Luke did you have a game or
Yeah.
practice?
A game
A game, and
What year?
this year.
this past
This
year.
past-
Set the
During-
scene, guys.
okay,
Uh,
so
Oc-
we weren't there.
okay, so it is. It's September. It is the weekend
Yeah.
of Tiller Days.
Oh nah.
That's
Yeah.
October, baby girl.
October?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
The
okay.
weekend of Tiller Days was the 7th of October.
Oh, sorry. So it's Tiller Days weekend, and
Yikes.
I get a call. Okay, Luke has a game, and he like has to take the bus back, and then I get a call. He's in his car, and he's just like telling me like a bunch of nonsense, like
Like
Mm.
gibberish?
no, just random topics. They're kind of controversial, so I'm not gonna say.
Whoa. I
Oh,
don't
we'll
remember
say it
this.
after.
It's not anything bad. It was
Oh.
just like he was just like saying random stuff, and he was saying he can't see very well and he can't drive home.
Oh.
And I'm like, call, and his phone is at 2% and he doesn't have a charger.
Yeah.
And so I'm panicking because like you need to hang up the phone and like call your mom or dad because like you need to get picked up. Like I literally I was like, Dad, we gotta go pick Luke up because
No, yeah.
he's like dying in the parking lot. So he finally got a hold of his dad, I think, and got picked
Sure.
up.
I don't remember.
He doesn't remember. So then
Brother.
that night he calls me and he's talking gibberish mixed in with a bunch of like random topics that I was not prepared I was gonna get asked. And then
Oh, wait, I think I remember one of
he gets up.
Yeah. Yeah. Keep going.
No, not that.
No?
No, he was
Keep
asking
going, keep
me.
going,
he
keep
was
going.
like,
Not on the pod.
no,
later.
it was really
Tell
funny.
me
He
later.
was like, I'm gonna go to heaven. Like, do you believe in God? And like stuff like that.
Oh.
Stuff like that. Stuff
Oh.
like that.
He's straight up tripping.
Yes. I was like,
Straight
you're
up
not
tripping.
gonna die. Like, you're fine. Like, you're gonna wake up tomorrow. So then he gets up. This is like 1 a.m. He gets up, goes to get water, and then like lays back down, and then falls asleep. The next day, he takes me to Tiller Days because we're friends, and
Yeah, guys.
because
Yeah.
we are friends and only friends. And I'm talking to him about what he was talking about last night. And I was like, yeah. And like when you went up to get water, like he must have said something funny because I mentioned it for some reason. And he was like, what are you talking about? No, I didn't. And I was like,
Oh.
what? He had no recollection from the parking lot to when he went to bed on the phone with me.
Whoops.
Yikes.
And he was the one driving me there and home. I was so scared. I was like, you're going
I'd
to
die.
crash. Yeah.
Okay, didn't
So
you go
that
to the
was
trainer?
really funny.
Yeah.
I don't know what
On what
happened
day?
after that because that's when you
Uh,
guys
On Monday?
Monday. I went
Okay,
to the
so it
trainer.
was a bad concussion.
Yeah, but I still played.
Yeah,
that
he still
week.
played.
Did you get like hit? Like how did
Yeah,
that-
what?
Yeah.
How did it
I got
happen?
hit. I'm pretty.
Oh my
He
god.
doesn't remember
Oh my
anything.
gosh.
I was
Okay,
so scared to
Brandon,
get
But,
the
like,
call.
No
how-
one else remembers.
How else would I get a concussion though, other than getting hit?
But
No,
you
but
remember,
like, did you get
how?
tackled or like what?
No.
Bro.
I couldn't tell you.
What did it feel
This
like?
is
Did
so
you feel
bad.
like you were like in the
Yeah,
clouds.
what
Oh, it was just like brain fog. I don't know.
Guys, I
I
got
was
yeah.
Hey, you started talking to him a couple weeks after. Did you notice anything
Yeah.
different with his brain?
Bro.
I
His
don't know.
running didn't change,
was
but
he-
He was running, guys. Maybe he's like. No, I don't know.
Is he a little spacey sometimes?
Yeah.
Am I?
Yikes, guys, this is not good. I'm kidding. Did you know he didn't tell me? I asked him once if he had a concussion. He lied to me and he said no.
Yes, because then you asked me, and I was like, "What do you
And then-
mean?"
yeah.
He must have forgotten about it. He forgot
forgot.
about it. He was not lying. He really forgot about it.
I thought he was lying to me, but it's okay. I forgive you, I guess.
He forgot.
Yeah.
Okay, Annika,
Your turn.
Your turn
Okay.
of
It's
long
gonna take a little-
list.
What time are we at?
We're already at 10 minutes.
Are we
guys.
actually?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
You
your
better
turn.
speed up.
It all started.
Oh,
No, okay. When I was 4 years old, I sprained my neck
Long
really bad,
time.
and I thought I broke my neck. Or actually, maybe I was like, I was like 4.
Luke's face.
I'm not even like I'm
You
not even
remember
lying.
that?
Yes. So I remember I was on my dad's back and I fell off onto my head. I'm not even lying. Like, you know, like the crunch position you get when like people
Yes.
get like back injuries? That was me. Okay, whatever. He's freaking cringing. I was this cute little baby and I was crying and I wouldn't talk.
Wait, how old are you?
4.
Oh.
I wouldn't talk. I felt like, and people were at our house, okay? So I was on his back and like I like jumped on his back and he like didn't grab me correctly. Right on my head.
Andre.
No, I know.
Andre.
You had one job.
No, I know. So obviously I'm crying, but I wouldn't respond. So we went to the ER, and they were like, "Bro, they gave me like an X-ray and like a CT scan."
Whoa.
But
First of many.
first, yes, but literally it was fine. I like sprained my neck, and I couldn't move my neck for a week. And so that's why I like okay, that's when I started cracking my neck, and it has never stopped. I'm not even
No,
lying.
you like chronically like crack your bones.
Did you
Oh
guys
my
hear
gosh,
that?
her shoulders. She once
Wait,
did
wait,
that-
wait, wait.
She once did that on air on FTV. By
Yeah,
the
guys,
way.
I want you to guys.
Wait. What? Are you one?
ASMR.
Am I one?
Yeah.
Thank you.
She does that daily. She's done it on air before. I just know it.
I have when I was a live guest reporter. Okay. Anyways, we jump forward to
And when you made that horse noise. we did that today. Was that
Logan
Logan?
Dawes.
We were
He
doing
was
a
so
run through today for our show, and Logan.
I didn't. I was like, oh, that's not very nice. He messed up and he went like, making fun of me. But in 7th grade, no, 8th, the end of 7th grade, I like was at a dance class and I was on point and I like fell like I didn't fall off a point. I like went off a point and then I couldn't get back up. Like my
Oh yeah.
like
I know,
my
I
foot
know.
wouldn't move. And I was like, okay, that's not good. And so I'm limping
Like
out
a
of
cramp?
class. My tendon.
Oh,
So,
oh.
I was like,
That hurts.
I was like, why can't I get back up? I had like 30 minutes left. I was like, what am I doing? And so I like hobble out, like I take off my shoes and I like could barely walk. And so like that Namie Quarter's mom, she saw me walk out of class and she goes, are you okay? And I was like, like that's what I said.
Bro, I love her.
I know, she's so funny. But I was like, I don't know. And so I called my parents and we went to urgent care and they were like, oh, well, hopefully you don't rupture your Achilles. That's what they said to me. They were like, you
I
probably have
would've.
Achilles tendonitis, but like
Yeah.
if you go back to dance, it's gonna rupture. I was
Yeah.
like, okay. So
Wow.
I started going to physical therapy twice a week. And I was still dancing though. Like after a week, I went back to dance. Sorry. Oh my gosh.
Posture
Were you wearing a
check.
brace?
For like a week.
Yeah.
I didn't really care. I went to physical therapy for like 3 months, and I was like, this isn't doing anything for
It
me.
was still in pain.
So I quit. Yes.
She ghosted her.
Yeah, I ghosted my physical therapist, but this is way too long. Maybe we should do part 2. No, I'm kidding. Maybe not. 15 minutes? No one's watching this. Okay, I'm wrapping it up. I'm sorry. Anyways, nothing happened with that. And then in last year, 9th grade, in November, I like stopped being able to lift my left leg, and it felt like my whole entire hip was on fire. And so I started going to physical therapy again, twice a week. And then they decided that I probably tore my hip flexor, and so I went and I got imaging done, and I did not tear my hip flexor, so I just kept going to physical therapy. And I kept going to physical therapy for like a year. And by the time February hit, I got a cortisone injection in my hip.
Oh, I remember
and that made it like 10 times worse. I couldn't stand. I literally, guys, I fell in the shower because it hurt so bad. Like I fell on my butt in the shower, but it was fine. And then it was not fine, but it was fine. And then in July, I had kind of just like the pain started to move to my back and like in my wrists and like my other joints. And so I was like, yo, like this is probably arthritis, but yeah, but no one would listen to me. And then I got MRIs done. And then they found out I did have arthritis, so I'd been going to physical therapy twice a week for a year for no reason, because it's not like arthritis is like curable by exercise or anything. Like I literally was going for no reason. So I finally got diagnosed in August, and then I recently started having horrible pain. I know, guys, sorry, this is really bad. I recently got
It's
like
okay.
yeah.
Normally they're 20 minutes.
yeah,
You're
that's
good.
true. Yeah, I got horrible pain in my back. Okay, like I was like crying like all the time because it like hurt so bad, and it would hurt like say like guys, imagine being like hugged or whatever, like touch my back. It doesn't hurt anymore. Like if you would hug me, like I would be in pain from like getting touched. So I went to my rheumatologist and I was like, "Yo, like what is this?" And he was like, "Oh, you probably got like your nervous system's probably fried." And I was like, "Okay." So obviously I was like, "What do I do?" So now guys, I go and get acupuncture once a week.
Is it helping?
It is because okay, the first time the first time I ever got acupuncture, guys, I couldn't move afterwards. It hurt so bad. Like I was stuck on the table and they had to like carry me out.
That's the one with the needles,
Yes,
right?
it has like very
my
thin
gosh.
needles. Like you can.
Yes,
Yeah, I got him in my head, guys. I got him in my
How does
head.
that work?
I have a picture of one sticking
We have
out.
a group chat, and all she sends is a picture, and she's a needle.
Yeah, sticking out of
her
my
head.
brain.
I told her she looks like what's you know that Dr. Seuss book with the girl with the flower growing out of her head?
Oh yes, that's me.
I
But
told her she looks like that.
acupuncture. Now I've done it 3 or 4 times. I also have cupping on my back too. And now I'm not in pain like that anymore. But I'm back at
Snap.
She's healthy.
thank you. I wouldn't call myself healthy right now, but I have to
Healthier.
yes, I have
Yay.
to go back to physical therapy and I'm trying to get out in like 4 weeks because I cannot be back
Oh.
for another year. Like I might die. But yeah,
But it's helping you.
it is kind of. I got a bruise that when they were working on my back, so maybe it's not helping me. I don't really know. They're kind of guys. Physical therapists are like aggressive.
Yeah.
Like she was like, I need this to move, and then I was like, I'm gonna die. I was like,
Do you go to chiropractors?
no,
Oh.
because I already like crack. Yeah, I don't want to. Because my problem is like I started cracking stuff, and then I just like got more stuff cracking. So I don't want someone to like
Oh.
start something, and then
Mhm.
I like crack everything in my body. Like I basically already do, but.
Because I had a really bad back. I have a really like
Yeah.
tight back, and that mixed with cheer and dance, like it
I
just
know.
messed
Oh my
me
gosh.
up. So I used to go to a chiropractor
Mhm.
and then crack my neck, and it was so satisfying.
I'm scared of those. Have you seen the videos? Like I think they're gonna break
Yes.
someone's
No,
neck.
they feel so good. I love going to the chiropractor.
Have you seen the one of like the chiropractors like cracking like the dogs? Like
Have
you seen
yes!
those?
So
Oh my
Is that real?
gosh. Or babies.
Okay, that one scares
That
me a
one's-
little bit
that's-
more because they
that's-
can't like
yeah.
talk. Do you know what I mean? Like how do they know that the
Like-
babies are in pain? Oh, okay.
We are
19 minutes.
Thankfully everyone is healthy-ish right now.
Not
and
me though.
so-
Hey, we
but
still
knock on-
playing?
Knock
Yeah.
on wood that
Yeah.
we have a healthy.
Hey guys, but I've
next
never broken a
couple
bone.
months. Yay!
No.
But yeah.
So yeah, hopefully
We've
this
got
next season with dance and football and baseball, we are healthy,
yes.
strong and healthy.
I'm retired, but that's okay.
So am I.
Coming back
Yeah.
up.
We're retired,
We're-
but
me and Annika will be in the gym.
we are
No gym
tired.
injuries.
Yeah. yeah.
Okay, see you guys in a couple of
Um,
weeks.
Yeah, we're not very consistent with this.
No,
but
we are not. But April's been chaotic with
yeah.
everything, guys.
And they have
Mhm.
cast
It is-
testing, so
It is-
April's like already almost over.
yeah, it's
Guys.
prom next weekend.
Ugh.
It's Easter on Sunday.
hey.
Jelly beans.
Testing.
Jelly beans.
I have cast testing at Tustin next week.
I'm sorry.
He has cast testing here, but yeah. Okay, bye guys.
Bye.
I feel so
Cringy.
good to take these